Alright, Beyond the Blue RC. I was in the middle of starting this job. I just lost power, so I'm trying to make it work. I'm installing the front sway bars right now on my UDR. And then I'm going to install the rear after I finish the front. But I already partially installed the left side. Now I got to remove the right side and then pull that rod out that's in there. So that's the part number. Front heavy duty torsional sway bar setup for the UDR. And you get two set screws, two spacers, and two screws like that. And you get two of those, two rod ends, not rod ends, but two sway bars, and then two of those button head screws, and then a new rod. You have to drill a hole, so they also give you the correct size drill bit to do that with. So I'm going to do that too. But yeah, good times. Alright, so I'm going to remove this top screw here. Let me pull it out until I have to take it out all the way. Then let me pull it out. Go. Alright. So that's out. We'll take out the bottom screw down here. It's on the lower A-arm here. So that's out. Let's pull this link out like that. This should just pull out now. There we go. Alright, so that is off. Yep. Another stock part off. Alright, now we have to get this rod out. I think I need to spin it. There we go. There we go. It's keyed. So it has to turn like that so I can get it out. And it goes back in like that, and then you key it back that way. It's a interesting setup. That's for sure. I don't need that anymore. Alright, so now I need to drill my holes. Finished it. So drilled out my holes. The holes are already there, you just have to make them a little wider. So this bar could fit through. And you put a little thread lock on your set screw, insert it. Put a little thread lock on that one, insert it. Those are already screwed in. Same thing over here. Put a little thread lock on my set screw. Inserted it. Same thing here, put some thread lock on that. And tighten her down. That was already tightened down there. Looks pretty good actually. I may do an overview video after doing this video just because I still don't have any power. I'm still doing this in the dark. And I got my little kind of emergency light set up there that I'm working with here. But those batteries need to be changed out in a little bit because they are running low. I'm losing light. But the front is finished. Looks pretty good. It's oh my goodness, is it smoother? A lot smoother. So much smoother than before. And the rear sounds terrible, so I'm hoping this will improve that. A little smoother suspension travel there. But They look really cool. And they perform, so, I mean, shoot, best of both worlds. So, onto the rear here. Oh, let's see. We got our parts here. We'll get them out of the bag, but we got a part number here. Waiting on it. There you go. Rear heavy-duty torsional sway bar set. Apparently it's new. It's not that new. It's been on a little while, but I don't know. That's a sticker over top of the sticker that was already there, but it's kind of weird. But let's get these out of the bag, and yeah, we'll go from there. Obviously, I got to turn the truck around. I'm working on the rear now, but yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go over real quick what you get. You get 2 links. Get your metal rod. You get 2 sway bars. You get your drill bit. You get, I don't want to get too close there. I'm in shadow. You get 2 set screws, 2 spacers, 2 inset screws, and then 2 button head screws. And that's what you get with the kit. Oh, we got power. Well, it's about time. Alright, so we're going to do the rears here. Unfortunately, I have to take off this nice caliper that I just installed last night. This hurts a little bit. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. Alright, so we got to take the calipers off. Too bad. Not too bad, but well, you know. So just blow some of this excess Loctite out of there. There we go. Let's not lose our pin. We'll just pop that out. That over there. Fortunately, I'm going to have to re-Loctite that screw a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Alright, so now I can remove this screw. There we go. Alright. And this screw up here we can take out. Of course you can't see. Go. Alright, so we're going to take this screw out here. So I'm only going to do like the removal of one side because it's the same for both sides, so I'm not going to do the removal on camera of both sides, not necessary. There we go. Same kind of setup as before. I'm thinking that is what goes on this side. It just looks like, yeah, that's kind of what's going to go here. That's going to kind of go like that. So, yep. Well, that's not going to go in there, but let's see. Just trying to see where this lines up. looks like I could do the third hole on this. It would be stock. Looks like I could do the third hole on this, and it would be, you can even tell my fingers are kind of in the way, but looks this is not going very well. Here, my goodness. I like the third hole here. I don't know if that translated on camera, but yes, looks like I can do the third hole. That would be the stock setup for this truck. Thereabouts. Yep. So that's that. Alright, so let's put that to the side. So that goes here. Obviously this one will go over here. Same thing with the link over on one side. Link over here. Alright, so the links, we've already got screws, so there we go. Let's pop a link in here. Nice red anodized aluminum. Very nice. There we go. So screw that in like that. Oop. Oh, of course I had to take I didn't say, but of course you got to take the wheels and tires off this to do the rear. You didn't have to do that for the front, but you do for the rear. Over tighten this. Nice if someone would come out with a metal axle. That'd be cool. That's too tight. Alright, that's good. Alright. Alright, so that side's done as far as this goes. Now I got to take off the right side and pull this out. This bar. So that's what's next. We'll do that off camera because it's just the same exact thing. Alright, now all you need to do is just make sure that your little rod here is keyed correctly so it'll come through. It just needs to be perpendicular with the ground. And it'll come right through. And as long as this side's perpendicular, the other side will be, and it'll pop right out. Just like that. There we go. So I don't need that anymore. Now what I need to do is drill my holes. So you already got a hole so it makes it a little bit easier, but here we just gotta be careful. So here we go. This is, of course, the drill bit they give you. Just take your time. It's gonna be a little bit trickier just because it's not as much. Material there to kind of. There we go. Need to clean that up a little bit. Alright, so that's good for now. I'm going to do the other side off camera because it's the exact same thing. I might have to go in a few more times just to clean it up, but we'll see. Alright, so now what you want to do, and I basically went back and forth, gosh, at least 10 or 15 times. Cleaned it out, you know, went back and forth, cleaned it out. I did about 10 times on each side to get a nice, smooth fit. You don't want too much binding. And you're just going to push your rod as far as through as you can. Then you're going to come over to the other side and just grab it and just feed it through. That. There you go. And you just kind of get it about as even as you can here. Just make sure you got some, it moves freely, and it does. I mean, that's about as good as it's going to get. You don't want it too loose. Then put your flat spot, you know, kind of up top. There. And then what you're going to do is, let's fit this for a second and see how this looks. Alright, so that kind of sits like that. Alright. Pop the other side on. See what it looks like. Okay. Trying to see if I got the even. It looks pretty even as far as what's sticking out. Pretty close. I mean, this cage flexes a bit too, so I don't know exactly. I don't exactly know what the exact deal is here, but I feel like I don't know. I'm not trying to obsess about it too much. I think I'm just going to get it back to kind of where I had it here. I'm going to pull the cage out. Pull the cage out here. And it looks about even on both sides to me. We'll pop these back in like that. Both sides. I'm only going to do one side on camera, but that'll be about what it looks like. Like that. And now what you want to do is get a set screw. This already feels easier than the front for some reason. Just gonna get a set screw. And need some Loctite. Put some Loctite on it. There we go. Work it around. Then we're just going to kind of put it in. Like that. There we go. So that side's in. Alright, so that side's in. I may loosen it and kind of move it around a little bit here. It does feel like it might be a little too tight there. A little too much friction. I'm going to put some Loctite on this one. There we go. Just going to work it around. Good enough. Alright. I'm afraid I like to put a little bit of extra on these grub screws, set screws, whatever you want to call them, and wipe it off when I'm done, just because I do not want these falling out. There we go, that's good for now. Oh no, that doesn't feel too bad. I think that'll be alright. We'll see once I get it all together if I don't like how it feels. If it feels too tight with the suspension or whatever. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, like I said before, I'm going to get a little spacer like that, and we're going to put some Loctite on it like that. Excuse me. Alright, put some Loctite on this thing. There we go. Alright, then we're just going to kind of put it through. I think I said I was going to go with the third hole. I think that's what I said. Basically the middle hole, because that's kind of where it was. The stock setup was. I can always change it if I want to, but I actually kind of like the way that looks, so we're going to leave it like that. Alright, then I'm going to do the other side, and we'll see how it feels. But it looks good. Looks real good. Alright, the UDR is finished, at least for now. So, got the rear done. Got the front done. Rear obviously went easier. That's partly because I did the front first, so obviously the rear is going to be easier. And of course, the power came back on, so that made things so much easier. You know, use flashlights and emergency lights to see what you're doing. But yeah, it turned out nice. Real nice. It's feels like it's a little more stable. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So those are the stock parts. So a little bit of rear, your hardware, and the rod that was back there, and that's the stock front. Sway bars, the rod that was up front, and the hardware. So quite a bit different when it comes to length and width. I think they're the same. Well, the rear's a little bit wider than the front, but not much. Not much. That is so much. Such a better setup. More robust, without a doubt. And you can't really see the rod. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see it. You can see the shadow of it right here, but it's a lot thicker. But yeah, she turned out nice. Really nice. Wow. Good looking truck. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and keep on RCing out there.